Thank you for volunteering with the Peninsula Humane Society and SPCA. An animal shelter can be a very stressful place for cats, and daily TLC is one of the most important things we can give them during their stay with us. This is where you all come in. Most of the information in this video applies to those of you doing cat TLC with the behavior department, but this safety protocol will be important for all of you who will be working with the cats in other departments as well. We know that it can take time to get used to navigating our center and learning all the rules, so we have designed a step-by-step training process to prepare those of you who will be doing TLC. For the first 8 hours you come in on your own, you will not be taking cats in and out of the condos or cages for TLC. Instead, you will be a green condo volunteer doing basic housekeeping duties like spot cleaning the condos, making sure each cage or condo has a toy packet organized by number, practice entering and exiting the condos so the cats do not escape, TLCing cats inside of the condos and encouraging calm, quiet behavior. Emptying the laundry bin.
This is a full bin, and this should go down to the first floor.
Running loads of laundry and folding laundry. All these duties you will do as a green condo volunteer are things that you will need to know once you start actually taking cats out of their cages for TLC. After 8 hours of condo TLC are completed, we will go over the protocol for taking cats out of their cages for TLC and exercise. All of the cats that are up for adoption are labeled as green, yellow, or purple. Green cats are generally more easygoing, whereas the yellow and purple cats may have certain issues that make them more complicated. For example, a yellow cat may be shy or sensitive with handling, or a purple cat may get overstimulated easily. We have all new TLCers start as condo volunteers, and after 8 hours of condo TLC, they can train to work with green cats in both condos and cages. After 3 months, volunteers can request to train to work with yellow cats. And after another 3 months, volunteers can request to work with purple cats. The exception to this is junior volunteers, who must stick with the green cats until they turn 18. In order to TLC the cats in their condo, you will need a few clean towels and the cat's toy packet. Using a clean towel draped over yourself helps to prevent the spread of diseases or infections from cat to cat. These items can be found in the cat TLC closet located through the 3rd floor hallway. Your key card will open the store from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. All volunteers must wear their volunteer shirt, long pants, and closed-toe shoes when volunteering at PHS. Long sleeves are recommended, and you will need your key and key card to open doors. We have 2 getting acquainted rooms. Also called GAR for short, for the cats to move around and play in a larger space. The rooms are great for cats who love to exercise by chasing cat toys or who love to lounge in the sun or on the windowsill. Because we aren't sure that all the cats will get along with each other, we only ever have cats from the same condo in the room at one time. There must always be at least one volunteer in the room to supervise the cats. When doing TLC in the GAR, volunteers will need to bring clean towels and the cat's toy packet. If kittens are TLC'd in the GAR, the volunteer needs to thoroughly mop the GAR before and after each use to ensure the GAR is very clean for the kittens and to help prevent the spread of infections between cats. When transporting a cat from the cage to the GAR, a volunteer should always keep the cat in their own safety in mind. If the cat appears friendly and outgoing and eager to come out of his cage, then safely pick up the cat, supporting its chest and hind legs comfortably and securely. When carrying the cat to the GAR, the public is not allowed to pet or interact with the cat, as it may be stressed or frightened during the transport process. Some cats that are on the shyer side may be reluctant or nervous to come out of their cage initially. For these cats that are located in bottom cages, we use an X-pen around the cage to help them feel more comfortable and secure, and allow them the time to warm up and come out for more TLC. A typical TLC session for a cat will probably last around 20 minutes. You'll definitely want to consider the energy level of the cat you are TLCing. If you have an older cat, you may do a shorter session. Whereas if you have a very high energy younger kitten, you may play with it by having it chase toys and cat wands for the entire 20 minutes, followed by some time to relax and settle down. It is important to be aware of the cat's body language during TLC. If the cat shows signs of overstimulation, for example, its tails or ears flickering, then petting and other interaction should stop briefly. If the cat continues to get overstimulated and tries to nip or scratch during the session, the staff must be notified immediately so that they can assess the cat's behavior. Always go in with a plan to try to give each cat the exercise their age and breed requires, in a fun and safe manner. You may be wondering how you will decide which cats you TLC while you are here. We have a whiteboard that we update every week, which volunteers mark off before they begin to TLC a cat. That way you can look at the board and see which cats have not received TLC yet. When you TLC a cat, you would indicate which cats you have TLC'd that day on the whiteboard. Always remember to TLC kittens before adult cats, especially during kitten season. This helps prevent infections from spreading to the kittens that may have weaker immune systems and may not be fully vaccinated yet. If there aren't many kittens up for adoption, try to prioritize the adult cats first, since the kittens are usually adopted very quickly. In order to limit the spread of disease and infection, be sure to thoroughly wash your hands with soap and water before and after you TLC the kittens or adult cats. Pay close attention to any laminated signs hanging on the cage or condo doors, especially signs pertaining to quarantine cages or condos, cats that receive no TLC, or cats that need to be TLC'd last. Ringworm is a highly contagious infection that is incredibly easy to transfer from one cat to another and between cats and people. Although it is a fungal infection, it causes hair loss, skin lesion, and scabs, and causes crusted skin on the cats. If you see a cat with any of these signs, notify staff immediately so that they can quarantine the cat for treatment and prevent further spread of the infection. This is also why it's very important to maintain a high level of cleanliness throughout TLC by washing hands thoroughly and mopping the gars. Even after you have been volunteering for a while, you always want to keep in mind what a new person coming into our facility to adopt a cat observes. If you were coming in to adopt a cat, what type of cat would you look for? The majority of adopters gravitate towards cats that look calm in their condos and are playing nicely, or are at the front of the condo asking for attention. They tend to move past cats that are hiding or playing too rough with other cats or volunteers. This is why you always want to reinforce or reward cats that are playing nicely or asking for affection. Here at PHS, we use all positive training techniques. No hitting or yelling at the cats or correcting them by scruffing their necks. It is more effective to reward the cat for good behavior than punish unwanted behavior. This may mean petting a cat that is resting calmly, sitting quietly with cats that are shy, or leaving a condo if the cats are not getting along with each other. If we take the time to teach our cats good manners, it is more likely that they will get adopted quickly. Most of the time, the cats will be thrilled to see you. But it's important to remember that unlike your cats at home, many of these cats will be meeting you for the first time. At times, they might be shy or afraid. By reviewing the information we give you on body language, learn to recognize if a cat is nervous or scared, and don't push that cat too much. Sometimes, just sitting quietly and ignoring the cat for a couple of minutes will help a shy cat warm up. Volunteers write notes after each TLC session, so you can also read the notes for a cat to get a heads up on their personality before TLCing them. Always report any concerning cat behaviors to the adoption staff or the behavior staff during your shift so that they can address the concerns immediately. If necessary, please feel free to call or email the behavior department. Remember that many of these cats have unknown histories, so any information you can provide is very helpful to us. Volunteering with cats at PHS will be a very rewarding experience. We have several hundred volunteers working with the dogs and cats, so it's crucial that everyone follows the rules to keep the people and animals safe. Thank you again for volunteering with us. We know you and the cats will have a great time together. Any questions?